How do you prepare a pre-World Championship?
Alrighty, well, I suppose first of all it's about scoping out the rivers and setting up the right courses and the right runs for the right courses, I suppose, for the time trial and the head-to-head and the slalom and the downriver. So making sure that you've got the right water and the right rapids and the right setups for the races, yeah. Well, I suppose originally why I came involved as being race director for the pre-worlds is I work with the New Zealand Rafting Association, and one of my portfolios with the Rafting Association is race as a race coordinator and racing facilitator, really. I've had a bit of a background in the racing sector. Being from Murchison, we've had a festival there for the last 15 odd years called the Bullerfest, and that's a 3-day whitewater festival, which is one of the bigger whitewater festivals in New Zealand. It has extreme kayaking, slalom, kayaking, raft rodeos, rafter crosses, and lots of different races of that. And I've been a race event organiser for that, really. So that's given me quite a good background with the racing.
One of your tasks is to set out the courses, the rivers. Why have you, as an organisation, why have you chosen for Rotorua, this region? Because New Zealand has a lot of other beautiful places.
Yeah, it was an interesting call. We have definitely got a few options in where we could have held the races. With Rotorua being definitely a very iconic place for the Kaituna, a very popular rafting spot in the North Island and a home for the extreme paddlers. There were other choices of possibly Queenstown, possibly Murchison, possibly Taupo. But Rotorua is ideal. It's got a huge paddling culture here. It's got a huge part of the traditional New Zealand culture here. So it'll be a great experience for all the teams coming in. They'll get a real feel for the true New Zealand culture, really.
It's a pre-Worlds. It's not yet the Worlds. Does that mean that, this is also a kind of test event? It doesn't need to go perfect yet. It's a kind of practice run for next year?
Yeah, it's fantastic to have the pre-Worlds as a practice run for the Worlds, because it'll be a big step to just go full straight into the Worlds, and so it's good to practice on the rivers, because we actually in New Zealand haven't had these exact courses run before. So this is actually a first for us, having the exact races that we're having this weekend. We haven't had a time trial and a head-to-head on the Kaituna before, but in the scouting runs that we had, it just fell perfectly into place. It was ideal. For the slalom, the slalom site's been used a number of times, so we've got a fair idea about that, and we've actually had the head-to-head and time trials on that slalom site before, so we know that's quite good. And the Rangataike's often been a downriver practice for the Kiwi teams, and going out there it just fell into place as another awesome place to have the downriver race.
Yeah. And how are the conditions? You did your scout runs. How's the water level? But also safety, of course, is important. It's not a private run, where you can do crazy things. Here you also have a responsibility for a number of countries and athletes.
Totally. Yeah, safety is huge, and we've been working a lot at trying to work out where the right places are to have for safety, and look at all the consequences that are possible in all the rapids, and trying to really see what we need and make sure that we provide the best support for all the paddlers coming in. River levels are ideal. We're just coming out of the winter it's been quite wet up here for the last year, really, and we're a little bit worried that it might be too big, but it's turned out to be ideal. This time trial and the head-to-head are just going to be some of the best racing I think we've seen.
My last question, could you already give us some insights in, who are the favourites? Of course the Kiwis, but there are other strong countries, the Japanese, they're full-time professionals. So what do you think? What can we expect this weekend?
There's going to be some awesome racing. There's two categories which are really going to be great to watch. One is the Masters men. We've got a South Island team which was the representatives in 2003 over in Zambezi for New Zealand, and they paddled really well over there, and they're all a bit older now, so they fall into the Masters category. And we've got the local Masters up here with some very experienced, been around for a while kayakers and some solid raft guides there, so that'll be super racing. And then the Open as well, you know, we've got the Japanese team here, as you said, and I think they'll be the team to beat, will be the team to try and keep up with. And also some fantastic up-and-coming talent in the New Zealand rafting teams. We've got two of New Zealand's best kayakers in one team, Mike Dawson and Sam Sutton, and some very experienced boys in the other teams, some good slalom rafters and paddlers as well. So it's going to be super exciting between those three, and plus some Aussie teams here. So yeah, it'll be awesome.
Wow, yeah, definitely sounds exciting. Well, hey Tim, thank you very much, and well, I wish you good luck with the organisation.
Yeah, cheers. I hope it goes really well.